Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Wii Party playthrough. This is going to be the last weekend of updates, so after this weekend, Wii Party will be over. So what we have left in terms of what we can cover with just one player, we have free play and solo mode, and I'm definitely going to be saving solo mode for the finale, so we're going to go with free play today, and even though free play says it's only 5 minutes, it's actually going to be a lot longer than that, because we're actually going to be playing all of the games that we haven't seen in the project yet. So that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and get things set up. You know what? Okay, there he is right there. I was going to bring back David for this video, just because David has been kind of the fan favorite me, although I kind of made him that way just from all of my you know, references of him and having him in 2 boards. So, yeah, I'm glad we have David back for this. And this is going to be the last time where we can actually manipulate who the computer players are, too. So, that works for me. So, it looks like David is going to be back once again. And, as you can see, this is free play mode. In this mode, you can play any minigame in the game that you want. So, you have your 4 categories: 4-player, 1 versus 3, 1 versus 1, and pair minigames. We're going to go ahead and start with 4-player. Now, before I recorded this, I did go through all my videos. I didn't watch them. I kind of just like skipped around to the mini games, and I actually have a list of all the games we haven't played yet. I'm pretty sure that this list is 99% accurate. There is always a possibility that I accidentally skipped one game, and there is one game that I'm not sure if I played or not in this category right here. So if we did play it, it's not going to be a big deal. I guess we'll just see it in this video as well. So basically that's going to be the summary. We're going to just go through the list one by one. So the first game we have is Derby Dash, which is actually the first one, ironically. So, okay, in this game, it's time for a horse race. Giddy up to the finish line, but be careful to not use up your horse's energy too soon. And you swing the rear remote to boost your horse and make it go faster. So that is what we have to do for this game. It's kind of like controlling Epona in the Legend of Zelda series. Kind of. Not exactly. But anyway, what I like to do here is I like to get a lead at the very beginning of the game. So let's see if I can do that. Get ahead of this red guy. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just try to keep this lead for pretty much the rest of the race until the final stretch. And when we get to the final stretch, that is when I'm going to start spamming my Wii Remote flicks. Because I think that's just the best utilization of the resources that you were given in this game. Okay, so let's go ahead and spam. Don't want to go too fast, although it doesn't look like it's going to work. I did get 3rd place, though. Not as good as I would have liked, though, unfortunately, but that's basically how that game works. It's kind of random with what the computer players do. Normally they're not that good at the game, but the people I was playing with actually played somewhat smart in that, so good for them. So let's go back to free play mode. We can mark that game off our list. And now we're going to move on to the second page, because we have actually played all of these games. And the next game we have is Chopper Hoppers. Fly around your helicopter and try to pick up as many Mii characters as possible, 1 or 2 at a time. So that is what we have to do. Hold the Wiimote sideways and tilt it to control your helicopter. Press 2 to lower your rope. Now, this game is actually kind of annoying. It's kind of weird to control. I tried playing this the other day, just in my free time, and I didn't really quite get it. But yeah, what you're doing is you're basically, okay, I kind of understand now. It's still kind of a lot more complex than I would like, though. But yeah, like, you automatically move, so you only have to turn the Wiimote. That's really all you have to do. It's still somewhat difficult, though, just because it's... Well, first, you can't move when your ladder's up anyway, so that's one thing to keep in mind. Oh, wow. I'm surprised that the orange helicopter was able to get so many. But either way, we got 2nd place. So let's go back to free play mode and do the next one. Mark that off our list. Next game we have is actually on the next page, which is going to be Crash Balls. This is actually one of my favorite games. Roll your ball around and try to knock your opponents into the holes by crashing into them. And you just hold the Wiimote sideways and tilt it to left, right, forward, or backward to control the ball. So I do like this game. Basically, as the instructions said, we just have to knock our opponents into the holes that will be appearing in the corner pockets, and there will also be a hole that sometimes appears in the middle as well. But yeah, this is basically all you do. It's very simple and not too difficult. Sometimes it can be a little annoying just because the characters won't always fall in when you want them to. But thankfully we won! Hooray! I am the master of crash balls. Okay, going back to free play mode. Next game we have is this game right here, Cosmic Capers. It's a good old-fashioned space race. When you fly through the pink rings, you'll get a super speed boost. Hold the Wii Remote sideways and use the directional pad to control your direction. Press 2 quickly to fly, so I'm guessing that means we have to rapidly press the 2 button while we're doing this. And this kind of reminds me of Top Ride from Kirby's Air Ride. One of my all-time favorite GameCube games. A lot of people wondering if I'm ever going to do a Let's Play of that, which it'd be kind of hard to Let's Play that game. It'd either be just a brief summary of all the different modes, or I'd actually do not the impossible, but the very, very long and tedious work of doing all the checklist challenges for every single mode, which, yeah, I don't know if that's going to be very fun, but, you know, I'll think about it. I'll think of ways to make that a Let's Play, I guess. But yeah, that was Cosmic Capers. That game was a little difficult, but I'll probably practice that game off camera because I'm pretty sure that game will be appearing in solo mode. Okay, next game we have is... Okay, the next game is actually the game that I didn't know if we played or not. This is Lucky Launch. I feel like we have played this game, but I do not have it on my list, so we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. It's a very short game and very simple game anyway, so it's not a big deal. But the only thing you need to do is win this minigame with luck. Pick one of the 4 fireworks and hope for the best. Sounds simple enough, but yeah, it is pretty much luck-based here. I always go for the long ones, just because I seem to get the best success with them. I should have went for my favorite color, though. We'll see what happens. So far, looking good. So far, still looking good. Alright, I won. Sweet. And I love how you get a firework of your Mii character. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that was Lucky Launch. Again, if I played that already, well, it's a very short game. Okay, next game we have on our list is Back Attack. I also like this game. This game is pretty creative, and it also reminds me of a game that you can find in a Crash Bash. Track down your opponents and shoot the targets on their backs. The last player left cruising wins. And, okay, that's simple enough. But yeah, Crash Bash, for those who don't know, that was the game that a lot of people actually compared to Mario Party, even though the two really weren't that similar, because there was... Oh wow, I actually lost. But yeah, there was no board game aspect of Crash Bash, it was mainly just mini-games. But a lot of people also compared it to Mario Party, because that was the period when it seemed like Crash was copying Mario Party, or the Mario series, I mean. Because they also had, you know, the Crash Kart spin-offs, and, you know, Mario obviously had Mario Kart, and a lot of different, like, platforming series were doing the same thing, like, you know, Sonic kind of did the same thing. But yeah, really though, Crash Bash and Mario Party are two different series altogether. But yeah, that was Back Attack. I wish I actually could have shown it off more, but I'm pretty sure this one appears in solo mode, so we'll see it again, I'm sure. Okay, mark that off my list. Go back to free play. Next game we have is Balloon Bugglers, or Buggies. Not Buggers, what the heck. Okay, Balloon Buggies. Burst your balloons with your Dune Buggy to rack up points. Pink ones are worth 1 point, and gold ones are worth 3. I feel like we have played this game, but no, I just get this game a lot when I don't record. Okay, hold the Wiimote sideways and tell the left or right to steer, press 2 to accelerate, and 1 to reverse. Okay. Seems simple enough. This game is also pretty fun. It's a little bit based on luck, but not necessarily, because sometimes some players can get very lucky and end right up in front of a gold balloon. But even then, like, it's not too likely to happen. Just keep moving and be smart with the controls. Once you kind of master the controls, you shouldn't have a problem with this. Let's see if I can get both of these. Yes, alright. Now I believe we'll start getting obstacles here in a second. Oh, yep, we have spike balls, so watch out for those. I'm doing pretty well, though, I'd like to say. Alright, I have like more than 10 points in second place. Let's get another gold one before the time's out. Yes! Alright. I actually got that one, too, while I was flying. That was pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, that was Balloon Buggies. Mark that off my list. And we only have only one more 4-player game before we move on to the rest of the modes. Which, honestly, the 4-player is the one where we had the most games we haven't played, so we're more than halfway done at this point anyway. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you an update on progress. Last game we have is Risky Railroad. When this railroad splits into 3 tracks, only 2 will do. One is always a dead end. Good luck. Okay, so this is another luck-based game. Basically, you have 3 directions, and you always have a 66% of getting it right. Or 66% chance, I mean. Okay, everyone's going left. Which was a very bad move for everyone. So, okay, that game ended very, very quickly. Okay, going back to free play mode, and we're actually leaving the 4 players now, and we're going to move on to the 1 versus 3. There are only 5 1 versus 3 games, and we've already played Splash Bash, so we're just going to do the other 4 games. First game we have is Lumber Wax. The solo player's goal is to chop and kick the logs being thrown by the team. Get whacked 3 times and it's over. Solo controls, just swing the Wii Remote to karate chop or kick. And the team controls, they just do the same thing to throw the logs. And they can also hold the A button to adjust the speed of the log as well. So, very simple game. This can be kind of scary for the 1 player, but it's really not that bad. Just be a little smart with your kicks and punches and you should be fine. After you do a 3-punch kick combo, you do get stunned for a small period of time, but hopefully you won't be in a position where you can't dodge the next log. Alright, sweet, okay. Cut it kind of close on that one, but I did win, so that's good. Okay, gonna move on to the next one, which is Flying Fruit. The solo player's goal is to count the fruit shown at the start. The team has to try and hide the flying fruit. Okay, you just count out by pressing the A button and subtract with the B. And then those guys try to block the fruit. This game really isn't that hard for the 1 player. It's very, very easy, so we have to count apples.
Start.
Just pay attention to what you're doing and you should be fine. Okay, that's an apple. No, that's not an apple. That is, though. That's not. But yeah, there's almost like no way, unless you're like pixel perfect, to actually hide all of the fruit as the team of 3. It's just not possible. Very, very unlikely that it will happen. But I'm pretty sure I got it right. Wait, did I? Okay, they have all the fruit on there. For a minute I thought I was like, Did I count a strawberry? I was like, no, I didn't. Okay. Well, there we go. See, it was that easy. It's really not a hard game at all. It's almost a freebie. I don't remember if you get it in solo mode, though. Okay, next game we have is Aerobics. It's time for some Aerobics. In each round, the team's goal is to imitate the solo player's pose. A solo player either presses any buttons on the directional pad, the A button or B button in rhythm to strike a pose, and you can change poses for each round, and the other team is just supposed to replicate what you do. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow, that player's already out. And it does get faster. Okay, this is really, really easy. I almost want to say that the computer players are programmed to lose, but I don't want to say that just yet. Seems like it, though, especially since they failed so easily, but who knows for sure. But yeah, there we go. Won that game, and now we're going to do the last 1 versus 3.